Question number 15 on single entry. Ram and Shyam are partners in a firm sharing profit and losses in the ratio 3:5 and 2:5. So you have to write somewhere Ram and Shyam and their profit sharing ratio is 3/5 and 2/5. Okay. Their capital account on 31st March 2002 and are in proportion of 3/4 and 1/4. So twist in the tail, there is a different ratio for your profit and different ratio for your capital. So remember, when you are calculating interest on capital at that time, use this capital ratio for interest on capital, and when you are distributing your profit at that time, you have to use this ratio which is given for your profit and losses. So two ratios to be kept in mind now. They do not keep their books under double entry system. So single entry and their position as on 31st 2002, 31st March 2003 is given below. So is there capital here? Plant and machinery, creditors, debtors, stock, prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, furniture and fixtures, and cash at bank. Capital is not given, so we will prepare statement of affairs for both opening period and closing period to find the opening as well as the closing capital. Just read on to the adjustment what is given. You are required to ascertain the profit and loss made by the partners during 2-3 and prepare a detailed statement of affairs as on 31st March 2003 after considering the following provisions. Plant and machinery and furniture and fixtures to be depreciated. So this particular adjustment of depreciation, nothing has to be done in statement of affairs. It is an adjustment. पहले नेट प्रॉफिट बिफोर एडजस्टमेंट निकालो, उसके बाद ये एडजस्टमेंट करना. सो मार्केट बैड डेट इज रिजर्व इज टू बी क्रिएटेड. दिस इज ऑल्सो एडजस्टमेंट in which you have to do after you calculate your net profit before adjustment. So just mark and keep these two. Provide interest on capital. Now mark these three. Adjustment, पहले net profit निकालो फिर adjustment करना. During 2002-2003, Ram and Shyam withdrew from the business itna and itna respectively. So drawing, now this is an important point. Drawing capital account में आएगा and यदि additional capital question में होता तो वो भी आता, but it is not mentioned here. So starting with a solution for statement of affairs, two things we have to take as it is. Plant and machinery 80,000 and 1 lakh. So plant and machinery 80,000 and 1 lakh. Okay, टिक करो जो कर दिया है. Sundry creditors 70,000 and 60,000. Creditors my liability 70,000 and 60,000. Sundry creditors done. Sundry debtors, so debtors mentioned here 60,000 and 90,000. Your debtors. Stock 50,000 and 75,000. Prepaid expenses, my assert prepaid expense due नहीं हुआ था. I paid it in advance, so my assert prepaid expense. How much? 5,900 and 1,500. 5,900, 1,500 is your prepaid expense. Outstanding expenses. So outstanding expenses is my liability. Outstanding expenses is 2,500 and 3,000. 2,500 and 3,000. Furniture and fittings. Furniture and fittings is my asset. Which is 35,000 and 45,000. Okay. Last is your cash at bank. Cash at bank 10,000 and 24,000 is your cash at bank. Take the total so that the balancing figure will be your combined capital of the partners. Combined capital will be your balancing figure. The total of this column is 2,40,900, 240,900, 240,900, and total of this column is 3,35,500, 3,35,500. Now capital is the balancing figure. Subtract these two items and what you get is your combined capital, that is here 1,68,400 your opening capital, and closing capital 335,500 minus these two items comes to 2,72,500. So 2,72,500. Now combined capital. So in combined capital what you will do? Quickly write the opening capital here by balance brought down, that is your opening capital 168,400. You have got this from here, opening capital, and to balance carry down is your closing capital. Take it from here, 272,500. Okay. Now what are the things left? 5 things for our capital account: opening capital, closing capital, drawing, additional capital, and the 5th thing left is balancing figure of net profit. So opening and closing capital mark कर दिया है, बाकी चीजें लिखो. 2 drawings, by bank in case of additional capital, and whatever is left will be your net profit before adjustments. So by net profit before adjustments. So take up here. अदर पॉइंट्स में हमने लास्ट पॉइंट में देखा था, जो ड्राइंग का पॉइंट है, राम एंड श्याम विथड्रू फ्रॉम द बिजनेस 12,000 and 8,000 respectively. So 12,000 and 8,000 is the drawings. 20,000 comes up as drawings. No additional capital in this question. Take the total of your debit side, which comes to 292,500, that is 2,92,500. So 2,92,500 minus 1,68,400 comes up to your net profit before adjustment, which is 1,24,100. So you got your net profit. Till here we will also reach in your statement of profit and loss account. See, I'll start it with the closing capital. That is capital as on 31/3/2003, and that is closing capital 272,500. अब add less करना है, so add less. What will you add here? Add D उठाओ, drawings. We know that drawings is 20,000, so 20,000 add कर दो drawings में. Total 292,500. Less additional capital. Introduced during the year, but there is no additional capital, so just leave it. And less opening capital or capital at the beginning of the year, opening capital. Now what is that opening capital? See, in the capital account you have already taken 168,400. So opening capital 168,400. उसको लेस करो, and net profit as same 124,100 is derived. Net profit before adjustment. How much is the net profit before adjustment? It is 1,24,100. Is your net profit before adjustment. Now we have to do the adjustments of depreciation and bad debts reserve and interest on capital. 3 adjustments to be done. So first take the depreciation adjustment. Depreciation charge on asset, profit will be reduced, so less depreciation. How much? It is mentioned here, plant and machinery and furniture and fittings to be depreciated at 10% and 6% respectively. So plant and machinery, see, 1 lakh. Earlier it was 80,000, now it is 1 lakh. We have to assume that the additions made to the plant and machinery is at the beginning of the year. So we are charging depreciation on the whole amount for the whole year. So 1 lakh into 10%, that comes to 10,000 is your depreciation. Now the second thing is your furniture and fittings. Same, assume earlier it was 35,000, now 45,000. So assume in furniture and fittings that whatever addition is done, it is at the beginning of the year. So charge full depreciation at the rate mentioned, 45,000 into 6%. That comes up to 2,700. So depreciation 12,700. Reduce that much. Now depreciation point is done. A bad debts reserve is to be created at 2.5%. So what are the closing debtors? Closing debtors are 90,000. So less reserve will decrease the profit. Bad debts reserve on 90,000 at 2.5%. That comes up to 2,250. So reduce that from the profit. Reserve का point भी हो गया है. Provide interest on capital at the rate 5% per annum. So सबसे पहले देखो कि ओपनिंग कैपिटल क्या है. ओपनिंग कैपिटल यहाँ से देखो 168,400 is your opening capital. Expense है interest on capital for business, so less interest on capital. 168,400 का 5%, that comes up to 8420. So 8420 needs to be deducted, 8420, and after subtracting these three items you will get net profit during the year. So net profit during the year is 124,100 minus 12,700 minus 2250 minus 8420, that comes to 100,730 is your net profit during the year. Now two things we were given two ratios. So first, interest on capital, how will you distribute it among the partners? Check that interest on capital का ratio हमको दिया था कि it is 3/4 and 1/4. For the capital ratio was given 3/4 and 1/4. So interest on capital is 8420. Now divided it in 3/4 and 1/4, that comes to 6315 and 2105. So for R, interest will be 6,315. For S, the interest will be 2,105. Now divide that interest on capital in the ratio given of capital. Net profit के लिए अलग ratio दिया है. Check the question. Net profit का ratio which is given is as 3/5 and 2/5 respectively. Profit and loss is 3/5 and 2/5. So net profit R and S में 3/5 and 2/5, that is 3:2, denominators are same. Divide the profit 1,07,30 in the ratio 3:2, that comes to 60,438 and 40,292. So when two ratios are given, you have to be a bit attentive. Net profit को divide करो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस रेशियो में, एंड कैपिटल पे जो इंटरेस्ट लगा है वो यदि आपको डिफरेंट रेशियो दिया है, डिवाइडेड इन दैट रेशियो.